I don't know if we have to get this deep, but like I was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. And a few days later, Jacob contacted me and said, has anybody asked you about making this into a show? So that was a roller coaster of a week. My name is Rachel Reid. I'm the writer of Heated Rivalry. Game Changers is a hockey romance series that's a queer romance. And Heated Rivalry is the second book in the series, and it focuses on two rival hockey players named Ilya and Shane. So it's a forbidden romance, which is always fun. It's rivals who fall in love. It's a sweet story. It's got a lot of emotion. It's about two young men who are famous, who are dealing with things that the public doesn't know about. It's also about being yourself. Being brave enough to admit what you want, to go for it, even if it's going to be difficult. I think it's funny as well.
They say you're boring too.
Who says that?
Me.
It just has that dynamic where they're like mean to each other, but in a way that you can tell that they really like each other. Kind of a fun but frustrating journey to watch them just admit that to themselves and to each other. And I think Shane being very uptight and not as good at antagonizing as Ilya, it makes it fun to watch them interact.
You look pretty.
You're wearing makeup too.
Yeah, but I don't look pretty.
The other thing that's like underneath the entire story is a real love of hockey, which I think is something that a lot of Canadians and a lot of people beyond can appreciate. I tried to make it so that the hockey is an important part of the story. It doesn't just happen to be their jobs, because hockey's just like so ingrained in our culture here. There's a lot of things about hockey culture that are pretty problematic that I've had to kind of like balance with my love of the game. So these books were sort of like me balancing things for myself and having a bit of fun with it too, but also kind of earnestly trying to address some things that bother me about the sport that I love. But I've definitely had people who said they have become hockey fans since reading these books. Yes. I think when you write romance, you expect these books to be kind of like just read quickly and, you know, discarded and people move on to the next one. So just seeing the level of respect that's been given to the story, to these characters, is really touching for me. I would say it's a labor of love for Jacob. He really loves these books, loves these characters, gets these characters, and the actors are fantastic. Like, they're the characters that I have in my head brought to life. It's fantastic. Any footage I've seen has been perfect. The scripts are fantastic and they're very loyal. And the things that are different I think are really clever and interesting. It's just been a real thrill. And now seeing it being brought to life is so great.